Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're playing a little bit of Copium, and that is Sivir LeBlanc Reputation. Unfortunately, this deck has seen a lot of buffs over the past year and a half, and it still just never makes the cut to really be a very competitive deck. However, it's still a very fun deck. It's always nice to just have these big 5 power units and just completely overwhelm the opponent with just those multiple 5 attacks. And the LeBlanc into Tactician combo is one of my favorite things in this deck, in this whole game really, to be honest. So that's why I wanted to give this deck a shot today to showcase it for you. So hope you enjoyed the Reputation games today. If you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you at the end for some mulligan tips. In this match, we're going against Viktor Aphelios and Zoe. So pretty sure that the opponent's playing Starlit Epiphany. So I have to be a little bit careful about that. I like the Treasure Seeker, and I definitely like the Bloody Business. I wish I had the way to kill the Zoe right away, but we don't have it. I think this Bloody Business is important. Okay, we do get the Sigil of Malice, so now we can actually kill the Zoe. So I think we just keep the Sigil of Malice to be able to deal with that Zoe if the opponent plays her on turn 2. Yeah, so we'll pass. We'll go Treasure Seeker. We'll play the Walking Sands just to put pressure into the opponent. And then we can also force like a Mystic Shot out of them if anything. I am kind of scared of Equinox. So if I play this Glory Seeker, and the opponent has an Equinox, that's going to be a problem. So I'm just going to push the 5 here for now. Yeah, I'm just going to push the 5 here for now. I don't want to play around the Equinox. Opponent got Viktor here. It's a Messenger. So one of them was a Messenger. It wasn't an Equinox. So they still have one more card that we have not seen. So they still have one more card that we have not seen. It could be the Equinox. It could be the Stun. So it could be the Equinox, it could be the Stun. I kind of just like playing this Sivir here. I don't want to open attack because this would be the perfect time for them to go for that Cosmic Call. Yeah, this is the Stun. And, you know, like the Stun sucks, right? The Stun does suck. I'm not going to deny that. Let's go here. Let's go here. Just have more pressure. Just put as much pressure as we can into the opponent. Get us closer to the Reputation as well. If the opponent has like a blowback or like a get excited, whatever, be my guess. So they had the Crescent Strike, but that still leaves this Glory Seeker alive. We're still pushing 10 damage, so the Sivir is close to leveling up, well, halfway through leveling up, and we're 1 away from our Reputation trigger. So you also have the Mystic, but I'm okay with that Mystic now, right? I think that's a weird Mystic, because now that taps you out of having access to Cosmic Call. I think we can actually just completely overwhelm them. We can go... Do I want to go Bloody Business right now, or do I just want to draw with the Assessor this time? I might just draw with the Assessor first. And similar to how we talked about last turn, I'm just going to actually develop and just have all these units that the opponent has to deal with. The more units I have for them to deal with, the better it is for me, because they want to play that Cosmic Call. Okay, if you're going to go like that, that's okay. You get to save your units. I can force him to play the Epiphany. So we'll go like this. The reason I don't mind attacking with this Treasure Seeker is because, again, we can enable this Epiphany. We have the Sigil of Malice enabled. We have everything Reputation-wise enabled, right? So we can go Bloody Business here. Kill Aphelios. This will go up to 27. Then we go Sigil of Malice into the Journaling. Stop them from healing up. And we can even play the Black Rose Spies, the Black Rose Spy, to get another Sivir.
Don't believe everything you hear.
We lost the Spell Shield, and the opponent could still have this Cosmic Call and the Epiphany, right? So the Epiphany is gonna be a problem.
Kill and get paid.
So it's gonna buy them so much time. So wait. Okay, so Cosmical first. I would need the reputation. I would need the rally, right? So I really need this rally to be able to get to a good position.
Still, paint is just accidental art.
Yeah, so we can go like this. Just keep them from having any blockers. And force them to actually have the Epiphany in their hand, which I'm pretty sure they have. There's no way that you play this monument if you don't have that Epiphany. We need to get...
They forced us to choose death or the blade.
We need to get... Because I have this bloody business, I don't mind doing this, but it might be a punish for us later on. Okay, well, they can attack that. They should do this now, right? They need to pull this Rafarian right now. Because otherwise we're going to have quick attack, right? So, what did we talk about? So now, even if the opponent does have access to the Epiphany, they cannot tap out of being able to play two of them. Because we'll be able to have the reputation and do this all over again. Now, the only downside here... So the only downside here is that I don't know that we still win, even with the first tactician.
Only a fool
Okay.
entered battle unprepared.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. So we just go for it now, right? So we'll go for it right now. Just put enough shrooms that they're gonna just actually have to have it. Let's put enough shrooms that they actually have to have it. Because I'm losing next turn. Opponent has already played double. Opponent has already played double Cosmic Call. I'm just gonna lose next turn. So let's just put enough shrooms in their deck that they potentially just draw all 16. So 25, that's 4, 8, 12. They join about 13 in average. 13, so we have to go a little bit above average. 13 exactly, huh? It's exactly what we talked about, right? So it's gonna be 13, opponent gets the heal. They still don't have the Epiphany, but they could have the Living Legends here to refill their whole mana, and if they have enough elusives, they just win the game, right? So they just need to have 2 elusives. They have 3 cards that are... So they have 3 cards, 2 from the Cosmic Calls and 1 from the Star Shaping, that could be Living Legends and the elusives. So the Destroyer is the first one. The Great Beyond is the second one. Is that enough? One off. One off, my friend. One off. Surely you get the 8 shrooms, right? There we go. I like it how we calculated 13 in average last time and they hit exactly 13. So lucky that they didn't have the Epiphany, but you can kind of see how annoying it is to deal with that Epiphany deck. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Zilean and Viktor. So I guess a lot of... It might just be like a time bomb printer, right? It might just be a time bomb printer. And I don't... I think I like one Glory Seeker, but I don't know that I want both. I think that would be a little bit too much. The Black Rose Spice is kind of funny though. I wanted to see if I could get my champions. Unfortunately, we didn't get either of them. So I guess at this point, I'm just gonna turbo go for the reputation, right? So I can get like my 4 glory down. I can get a bunch of stuff down, etc. I'm okay attacking into this Forsaken Bakai, because that means 1 less blocker for my Walking Sands later, which will allow me to push more damage to the opponent's nets. So if they want to block this, which they're really thinking about, the fact that you're thinking about it this long tells me that you shouldn't block it, right? I mean, yeah. Like I think you should know right away whether you want to block that. There's no second guessing there. Yeah. So the faster I can get my reputation triggers. So this will give me 2 next turn. We could just... no, I will play the Glory Seeker right now. And part of that is because I don't want to have to deal with... Like, if I get a LeBlanc or something, I'll probably play LeBlanc with a Walking Sands. I don't want to be in that situation where I'm stuck having to actually play the Walking Sands next turn. So, yeah, let's just go like this. Let's just go like this. Again, just trying to get my reputation sooner the better so that I can have everything get discounted and I start pushing value that way. He also will allow me to level up Sivir a lot quicker. Now that kind of sucks. I mean, what that means for me, by the way, is that because the opponent did it now instead of later, that I'm just not gonna attack with it, right? Like, why would I attack with this now? I guess that's one reason to attack with it, because that way we deal with the time bomb. So I guess we'll go like this. We'll go like this. This is gonna die regardless. This lets me push 5 damage. We'll play a Treasure Seeker next turn. And this are LeBlanc. The problem is, does the opponent have more time bombs? So they send something back. If they have another time bomb, that could be a problem. We don't have another way to deal with the Zilean yet. And I don't want the Zilean to level up either. We can go Treasure Seeker and then go LeBlanc. Have the Walking Sands, and we might just go straight up for the Full Glory, to be honest. I just have to be careful about... This Sigil of Malice... Like, the Sigil of Malice makes me tempted to just... This is so tempting, because I want to go for the reputation, right? I want to go for the reputation. Let's go for this Full Glory. Let's go for this Full Glory. It lets me level up the LeBlanc as well at the same time. If opponent has a Kavana negation here, this could be a problem. It lets me threaten the Zilean while also going for the reputation trigger. Opponent will have to have a Mystic Shot, or will have to have another Scrying Sands. My concern here is that if they have the double time bomb play, right? Because they have already used one time bomb, so they could technically have the 2-mana spell that brings back another time bomb to your field, and then have a natural time bomb in their hand and be able to just hit us twice, right? But they will not be able. They can only do that to get rid of all my Glory Seekers, and I guess it will also kill LeBlanc, right? They also ended up using another Zilean here, which is interesting. Okay, so I guess if they have the if they find the crystal here with the predict, they also get to kill everything. If I can get this reputation enable, it will. Oh wow, yeah, that's gonna be huge. That's gonna be huge. We also have the LeBlanc level up. That crystal is kind of annoying, but should be doable. Okay, they didn't hit the crystal. They could hit the time bomb, which can kill the Glory Seeker. But now we're able to kind of get full value from our reputation stuff. The Inner Sanctum lets me get the LeBlanc into a good position. A second crystal. Okay, so this is just a crystal back then, right? I definitely want to have this Assessor, right? I definitely want to have this Assessor if I can. Sure. I mean, it sucks losing the LeBlanc, I'm not gonna lie, but not like I'm completely done with this. We can do Sigil of Malice here. Just kill the Elusive, that way we're not taking any damage. We can Glory Seeker. The question here is, do we buff the Glory Seeker, or do we buff the Captive Jetty? I kinda like going for this Captive Jetty. Because I feel like the Glory Seeker is gonna just die really easily. So, you know, I'm down to go Spell Shield because I can copy with the Mirror Image. I'm definitely gonna go probably Assessor. I'm probably gonna go Walking Sands into Assessor. Now I can just go Sivir instead. But the Assessor is so tempting here. Because I'm gonna force him to find that crystal. Like, if they actually want to stop me, I wanted to find that crystal. The body's down to 8 HP. This has Overwhelm. We can play this Sivir down. We're gonna have 2 units with Spell Shield. If the opponent doesn't find... Okay, so there's a Quicksand. Viktor. We go here. We can actually go Mirror Image, right? We can go Mirror Image on, like, the Captive Jetty, and that's gonna be another Overwhelm unit. And the opponent shouldn't, with 0 mana and just 1 card, they shouldn't have a way to stop this. Not only that, but all my units are also kind of trading into them. I guess even if they get lifesteal, it doesn't matter because the quick attack from the Sivir will be able to get them. So, yeah, this is what this deck does. You just have like a lot of big units, and the opponent just won't be able to deal with your aggression. So, jeez. In this match, we're gonna against Zoe and... Geez, so is this gonna be Cosmic Call? This might just be Cosmic Call. I like the Treasure Seeker. Lets me put like a lot of pressure with the Charger. Maybe, okay, opponent's gonna have Zoe here no matter what, so... Like, opponent's gonna have the Zoe no matter what I do here, right? Yeah. It's obvious, right? So, I'm just gonna go like this. We'll have the Sigil of Malice for the turn 3 to be able to kill that Zoe. We'll push the 2 damage here. See if the opponent actually blocks this. If the opponent, if we had the attack token on odds, we could have kept the mana for the Sigil of Malice to kill that Zoe. But because we didn't, the opponent gets the value from it, so fine. I definitely want to kill it this turn though, so I'm gonna just Sigil of Malice the Zoe once the opponent attacks. It's definitely important for us to not deal with this Zoe's things, right? Yeah, you want to keep that blocker. Like, if they don't keep that blocker, they're going to get hit by too many 8-power units. That's one of the mistakes that I see people make when they're playing against Reputation. The opponent can have a twin here to save the Zoe. That's not a twin, so that's cool. We can pass. Opponent gets Master Yi. We'll have the LeBlanc. Opponent can still have something from the Super Cool Shan. I like the LeBlanc here. A twin could still be a problem, but I feel like the opponent probably would have used it if they had it last turn, so I'm just gonna go here. If they want to block with this guy, I think that's fine. I want to get my Reputation trigger. I don't know that we actually attack the Master Yi. I don't know that we have to wait for like a bloody business, right? We have to wait for a bloody business.
One cut of many.
To really get value. So we go Trifarian. We go Glory Seeker. We don't get the bloody business, but that will enable my Reputation and the LeBlanc level up. Opponent hasn't seen my Glory Seeker, so there's a chance that they don't pick the Equinox. Okay, they have the Scamp. So they have the Scamp anyway, so they have a lot of value. They have the Charger. They can block here, kill this, kill that. The Blank is leveled up. Again, we still don't have the bloody business. Why Dust Petal? Because you want to reduce something else. Okay, so I guess that makes sense, kind of. So if we go like this.
What a treat.
We got a Reputation trigger. The Master Yi levels up, but it's gonna hit up the Treasure Seeker. You block this one there. You block there. Yeah, we'll go like this, and maybe the Ricochet can kill that Master Yi.
Blade and mine, honed and sharp.
I need the bloody business more than anything else, right? We could also just rally here. Maybe the rally makes sense. Let's see what the opponent does. Maybe the rally makes sense. If we rally... Yeah, let's rally. Let's rally. I mean, opponent still has a lot of value here, but this would get my mirror image down to 1, which means that we could technically rally again if the opponent gets greedy. Just kind of put pressure on them. Again, this Treasure Seeker is going to eat up the first Master Yi attack.
To plunder is to die.
So we'll go like this. Opponent's going to heal up. Do we rally again? Oh, they're gonna heal up the Master Yi instead. So they're gonna kill the LeBlanc. They're gonna kill the LeBlanc, which is gonna stop the mirror image from getting discounted for the rest of the game. That's gonna deal 11 damage on the open attack. No, that makes sense. You heal up the LeBlanc. No, that absolutely makes sense. Again, we need that bloody business. If we don't get that bloody business, I think we're in trouble. I don't think this is when we rally. We probably want to have... We either need to have a big board or we need to have the we need to have the bloody business or we need to have a big board. Okay. Let's go here. That gives me blockers for those guys. You can attack all that you want here. I mean, you're not killing us, so I'm okay with this. So again, because the opponent's not killing us, I'm fine with that. We'll go here, we'll go Trifarian. And then we're looking to just have another big unit. So can we push this 15 damage next turn? This Master Yi is a problem. That means that the Master Yi cannot block. I guess they might be looking for a cheap Celestial stuff. Like the cheap Celestial gives them a blocker. Meteor Shower. That lets them kill the Trifarian, so that makes my rally worse. That does make my rally worse, right? So we go like this. We can rally. We can mirror image. Hope that the opponent literally has no more answers.
Show me your skill.
You're gonna give me the Master Yi?
Good.
That means you have a way to save this, right? Like if the opponent keeps the Master Yi alive, I'm losing the game. They could have a Wuju style, they could have a twin, they could have another Star Shaping, another heal, Pell Cascade. So many outs here that get them there. If they commit to saving, that Meteor Shower was so good. I mean, it was expensive, so it did make them use all their mana last turn. But that was so good at getting this Trifarian in range of dying to the Sparkologist. Otherwise, we had like another attacker to deal with the opponent. So they give me the Master Yi. So that's great because the next Master Yi is not gonna have. The next Master Yi is not gonna have access to.
I bear a message from. Oh hey, what's that?
If we ricochet, we can kill the Zoe, stopping the elusive damage. Yep, that works. They get the second Master Yi. If they go for the Dragonic Bands, they can just kill us, right? So I need to find this. I need to find this bloody business. Needed to find this bloody business. We didn't get it. We could go Sigil of Malice here. Kill the Youngling. Opponent can go Dragonic Bands on the Master Yi. We can play the Glory Seeker so that we eat up the Master Yi attack. Right? So that means that we can survive the Master Yi by blocking with the Jetty. And we'll have one Glory Seeker open. And now we're looking for another Whisper Word, so we can just go Treasure Seeker. Yeah, so they get to attack like that, they get to kill here. We could go... So the Spell Shield is not doing much, right? Like, I mean, it's cool, but it's not doing much for you. We need Sivir, right? We will have really need a Sivir here. We can technically have lethal. We can technically have lethal here. Right? So if we go like this, this is 7. We play Mirror Image and attack again. The reason I prefer that over the Walking Sands is because the Mirror Image allows me to have 3 attackers, and that's the game. Wow. So we actually managed to get there. Like, that Master Yi just gets so much value, but we somehow managed to be able to finally find the use for the Mirror Image to be able to commit for lethal. So I could have potentially found lethal last turn with yeah, I could have potentially found lethal last time. I just was a little bit concerned that if I let that Zoe, like, I was hoping that the opponent didn't have another Master Yi, right? So I was hoping that I could kill the Zoe with the with the damage that I dealt, which we did kill the Zoe before the opponent could do the Dragonic Bands, because I cannot stop the Zoe because she's elusive. So I think we ended up taking the right line, but they definitely got in a consideration to try to find the lethal last turn instead of this turn. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Fiora and Galio. Oh, and this matchup might be a little bit more difficult for us. We do have... So we do have... Like, we do have a lot of, like, big units, right? So it's going to make their block a lot harder. And this Glory Seeker can also be really good at getting rid of the opponent's units. But they also could have access to, like, freezes and stuff like that, which could be a problem against us. So, like, we have to take that 2 damage. We'll have to take another set of damage. And then we'll be able to actually have blockers for later into the game. The great thing here is that we do have a way to easily trigger Reputation. Like, we just have to attack. Yeah, so you see how the opponent is going like this and just going to pass? Because I want to save this for when I have the LeBlanc on the field. But again, the problem is that the opponent could have access to Troll Shan, the opponent could have access to, like, there's a lot of things they could have access to here. We'll go like this and just pretend that we can level up this LeBlanc. We'll take the 6 damage. The Priestess makes this super awkward for us to deal with. But I'm just gonna play on curve because that's what this deck does, right? So because my deck just really plays on curve, I'm just gonna do it, and if the opponent has the answer, they have the answer. We definitely want to pull the Badger Bear with the Glory Seeker, even if we lose to like a Troshan or something like that. Just because, like, if opponent has a freeze, they can freeze here and here. So if they have a Harsh Winds, I'll let them go for it that way. But if they have like a Troshan, the quick attack is gonna remove some, it's gonna do some damage to their Hound. So it will stop the Hound from being able to kill my LeBlanc right back. They could have a Strike here, and that's fine. I will probably have to play one of these 2 units, just how it is, before without the reputation value. Yeah, that's the Troshan. So we only get to hit 2 reputation. We'll go like this. But 2 is already great, right? If the opponent has the Balin, honestly... Okay, that's not a Balin. I can play... I can play this Callous Bone Crusher. Yeah, there is the Balin, right? So we can play the Balin, the Callous Bone Crusher. That would allow me to block the Balin. Opponent does get the value from it. So the opponent does get the value from it. They did it the correct way to stop the LeBlanc from actually being able to level up, which is like if they attack any other way, LeBlanc will have been able to level up first. The other option that we have is that we can just go like this. Just block both their units. Block here, block there. Or we can go here too. Stop their sculptures for getting a lot of value. I think I'm fine with this. I think let's go like this. We still get the LeBlanc level up, so we still get access to the mirror image. We stop 2 damage from coming through and still have a blocker for next turn. We stop the sculptures from being a threat for the rest of the game. We can go for this Inner Sanctum and also go Captive Jetty. This also enables my reputation since I block with both units. How do we do this? Honestly, this Ricochet doesn't seem bad. This Ricochet doesn't seem bad. Let's go here first. This is the biggest one. There's that Overwhelm. Let's go Ricochet. We can always go Mirror Image. And they have the Black Rose Spice. The Ricochet should be able to kill at least the Balin. Getting rid of one of their blockers. Yep. So this gets rid of at least one of their blockers. Oh, that's a good play. That's a good play there. I think I still like this Mirror Image. And then just playing the Black Rose Spice right after. So we can go like this. Opponent's gonna be forced to block with their Mage Seeker.
Need repairs?
So I want to force him to block with the Mage Seeker Jr., right? So they'll block like this. This is gonna go down to back to 1. We'll have the Black Rose Spice, and we'll still have this Captive Yeti on the field. Opponent's down to just 3 cards. They're down to 5 health. So another Sigil of Malice is also getting us close enough there. So we'll go Black Rose Spice. We'll go for the Callous Bone Crusher. Unfortunately, it doesn't remain it doesn't keep the spell shield, right? Yeah, I mean you can have whatever you want, man. I can literally block that with the Bone Crusher. All right. All right. Okay, so we attack. We attack with everything here before the opponent can summon any other units. Force the Balling and the Charger block. Opponent goes down to... If opponent goes down to 2 HP, we have the double Sigil of Malice, so we can just kill them. And again, it's what this deck does. This deck just does this. Just has a bunch of units. Opponent cannot do anything about it, and then we... Like, our units are so big that we're able to just slowly get them to low HP. Just because it's so hard to deal with these big reputation units, right? Because they all have like 5 power. So, GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games of Sivir LeBlanc Reputation. Very straightforward deck, right? You just want to play all these big units, get your reputation trigger, get your reputation enabled, and then just get a lot of value from having the reputation enabled. Like literally almost everything that we're playing gets some value from reputation, which I think is nice because it means that sometimes you don't care about just playing something like Bone Crusher as a 4-drop, because later on in the game, you know, your Captive Yeti, your Bone Crushers, your other tacticians, they're all gonna get discounted. So losing some mana early on to get that reputation enabled by playing a 4-drop when it could be like a 3-drop ends up being worth it in my opinion. So ideally, with this deck, you want to just try to get reputation enabled as soon as possible. So don't be afraid to throw down all those Glory Seekers. The Trifarian is probably the best way to do that because the Trifarian is really hard for the opponent to deal with. Don't be afraid to throw the Bone Crusher if you have nothing else to play, just to try to get that reputation enabled, because trust me, the earlier you have reputation enabled, the higher chances you have of winning the game, because you'll be able to get a lot of value from the rest of your cards. Obviously, we are playing LeBlanc and Sivir as well, so try to level up those champions as you can, especially LeBlanc, because you saw how important that mirror image can be at winning you the game when combined with a tactician, allowing you to rally twice in one turn if necessary. So yeah, straightforward deck. So not a lot of time that we have to spend here on the breakdown. In terms of mulligan, I'm definitely looking for my champions. I think trying to get my champions is super important. But then I'm also looking for the Trifarian, right? Trifarian is like the best of the early units that we have, because again, it's really hard for the opponent to deal with a 4 health unit on turn 3. So Sivir, LeBlanc, Trifarian, that's where I want to find my mulligan. Treasure Seeker, you can keep it if you already have a couple of other 5 power units. Otherwise, it's okay to mulligan her away to try to get some of your reputation enablers, or you might have to keep it if you're going against a more aggressive matchup. And then the Glory Seeker is just a little bit awkward because we have to play around Biofeast, Pythos, etc. So you have to kind of decide when you want to keep the Glory Seeker depending on who you're going against. If you really need to kill something soon, then you know that's when you probably have to keep it just so that you can trade into them. So yeah. I think that's all it is for today. Hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos. We post LOR videos every single day. Hope you enjoy your day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.